Alright, so we talked about the timing belt and the cam seals. Well, there's the pulley that I took off, and this is a cam seal here. And what you do, what I found works the best, you get your cam seal and you make sure that it looks good. And on this one I can actually put that right over the edge. So I take my seal and I put a little bit of that lubricant in there, just a basic grease. Just want to make sure that it's going to fit. And that looks like it's probably going to be okay. So the way I take those out of there, this is a little Lyle tool. I don't remember the actual number. But what it is basically it's a seal puller. And you can get this thing and you want to get it back behind that seal lip like this. Then you can reach in there and just kind of pry on it real careful. And then if it doesn't move right away, you can move the seal tool. Sometimes you can just skate it over or scoot it over a little bit. They don't always move. You just be real careful. Sometimes I can put a hammer in there. It's kind of as a wedge if that other one gets a little bit too aggressive. Oh, that sucker's loose. See, it kind of wants to come out of there. Oh, there we go. Alright, so there's a new seal. Got a little bit of lube in there. Just slip it over that into the camshaft real careful like. Okay, now to tap that in, here's a trick that I've learned right here. All this stuff is I've got several of these, but they're cut up fence posts. Just a piece of fence post. You know, these things sometimes are about 10 feet long. I just trimmed the edge of it off. And the reason I do that is because these are about the easiest, cheapest way to do seal installs without having to go down and buy a special tool. Look at that. Drove it right in there real nice and easy. That's a real easy way to do things. Now, I'll show you this right quick too. Now, down inside here, now right on this crank pulley here, behind that is where that crank seal is. And this typically will just slide out. It'll take a little bit to get it out. And then this is our water pump here. Water pump is pretty much loose, and you can see that it's dripping down into a drain pan. So that won't be too bad to do. So what I'm going to do is I've got this cam seal here that'll need to be done. And of course, you know, I've got a few other things that I'll do. What I might do while I'm here, I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it, but this thing's going to need valve cover gaskets. As you can see, the oil that's been leaking out of that edge, those valve cover gaskets are not real easy to do, so I might just do that here. What I'll have to do though is to take this engine support off of here and put a jack underneath the oil pan with a block of wood to keep from denting the oil pan, and then I can just hold it up and pull this intake off, because this intake plenum, as you can see, is going to cover our spark plug holes and our coils and everything else, plus our valve cover gaskets. You see how this valve cover gasket here looks like it's been leaking as well, so that'll need to be changed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ship this video off to you so you can kind of get your own idea how to do these. Like I say, this is it's a Hyundai 2.7, which I thought was near the Chrysler design, but it's different because the Chrysler has a 2.7 as well. So anyway, that's kind of where you need to go with these cam and crank seals. And anytime you do a high mileage timing belt job, it's good to go ahead and do water pump, and there's also a couple of pulleys that go on each side, and do the cam and crank seals as well. Even with high mileage vehicles, it's good to do that and make sure this job goes good. So anyway, it's been a little bit chilly today. I'm gonna go ahead and give you that thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and if you like, share, and subscribe, we do appreciate it, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you much.